Vicky Auditorium, New Delhi. The 5-day, 1-hour-long lecture series is compacted into 4 audio cassettes. Subject: Vedanta, an art of living. The eminent speaker is Mahamandleshwar, Swami Shri Maheshanand Giri. In the present age, anxieties are being multiplied manifold. The speeding high-tech age and abundant materialism has left behind a yawning gap in our spiritual fulfillment. The affluence all around us provides but a momentary pleasure. It is a bondage which shackles our thoughts and suffocates the free mind, leading to frustration, tension, and insecurity. Vedanta is the spark of life that leads to self-enlightenment and thereby to peace and tranquility of the mind. The Bharatiya Sanskriti Samaj organized a successful series earlier this year at Sapru House. Shri Maharaj Ji then spoke on the subject Vedanta philosophy for 21st century. The speaker, Swami Shri Maheshanand Giri, is the head of the Niranjan Peeth in Varanasi, apart from the various institutions running in his guidance in Mount Abu, Napasar, Bikaner, Pushkar Raj and at Bela Road in Civil Lines, Delhi. He possesses great insight into the secrets of Vedanta philosophy. He is equally at home with Eastern and Western philosophical thought, both ancient as well as contemporary. This knowledge extends into the field of modern science with which he is well versed. Shri Maharaj Ji in earlier years had a span of his academic life at Harvard University in the USA, where he distinguished in presenting the comparative study of the philosophies of Hegel and Shankaracharya through their commentaries. He is the author of many books on Vedanta philosophy. His speeches enlighten the application of Vedanta to modern day life, and some of these speeches have been compiled into books which enjoy vast popularity. His interests are not confined to exposition of Vedanta or to spiritual teachings alone. He is the head of several mutts, schools, institutions, libraries and dispensaries spread out all over northern and central India. In the field of integrated education, he conceived of the Guru Shikhar School in Mount Abu, which is spearheading the new wave in public school education system. Shri Maharaj Ji is constantly engaged in work for the welfare of society. His divine life has kept aloft the flag of Dharma and Vedanta. He has fulfilled the quest for knowledge in many seekers and elevated them spiritually. He imparts Brahmvidya for the renewal of mankind. Friends, this is the first day's lecture delivered on 11th December 1985.
Om yasyahuragama vidah paripurna shakti ranshe kiyatyapi nivishtamamam prapancham tasmai tamalruchibha surakandharaya Narayani Sahacharaya Namah Shivaya Narayani Sahacharaya Namah Shivaya Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate Om Shanti 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 Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badarayanam Stotravachya Kritau Vande Bhagavantau Punah Punah Ishvaro Gururatmeti Murti Veda Vivagini Yoma Vyapya Dehaya Dakshinamurtaye Namaha Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Friends, last time we discussed something about the future. 21st century meant future. This time what we are going to discuss is eternity. For the art of living is an eternal problem, and it has to be solved eternally, here and now. It is a thing which is immediately present before us. What is this art of living? In the beginning, there was just all-pervasive silence, infinite silence. There was no vibration. Even the space was not born. We discussed something about it last time. But in the womb of that silence, all that is manifesting existed. All this infinite variety, presenting itself through infinite time, inexhaustible. It was all present in that womb. Out of fullness, it had to spill out. When a thing is full, it just can't contain within oneself, it spills out. Creation is just spilling out of the infinite, unmanifest. It has to be manifested. This spilling out process has a natural sequence which is considered by the science, which is thought, discovered, analyzed by a different process which can be called the scientific process. There is a fundamental difference between science and art. Acharya Shankara says, Vastvadhina bhaved vidya, kartradhina bhaved vidhi. Vidya, knowledge, science, that is dependent on what is. There is absolutely nothing that you do about it. You just know what it is. The objective reality is the important element there. The art is just the opposite of it. Kartradhina bhaved vidhi. It is something which you do. The subject becomes the most important element in the art. I am not saying that in science subject is absent. I am not saying that art has no objective element in it. But what I am trying to say is that the approach is entirely different. In one we want to know what it is. In the other we want to do something out of it. Something we create. Art is basically a creation. A painter paints. He depends on the colors. He depends on the canvas. He even depends on certain experiences of nature which he had had. But based on that, what he paints is his creation. It is he who is important there. He has utilized the material, but he has created something out of it. In all activity, the subject becomes important. In science, it is just the other way around. You want to know what